Hello everyone, welcome to M2K Tutorials. Today we are going to discuss how we can debug our asynchronous JavaScript code using Chrome Developer Tool. So before that we need to understand what is asynchronous code in JavaScript. So guys, you know that in JavaScript if you write any code, it execute line by line, right? So as you can see here, it will be execute first your console.log for this first line and then for this second line, okay, and so on. But there are some code which is not execute line by line. So here is one example. So set timeout, what does this function do? If you provide some time to it, it will execute this inner code after this much time. Okay, so after 1 second this will execute this time whenever this method is getting called. So if you think that okay, after set timeout this console.log will be executed, it will not, because it will wait for 1 second at least. Likewise, if you also see the events, so here like I write this window.add event listener and we added one resize event here. So on resize event it's calling this method execute on resize, but this method will be not called unless your resize will happen. So this is also this events also a kind of asynchronous code, because these are not executing line by line, they are not executing by themselves. After some events or after some time they are getting executed, that code is getting executed. So the function of this method execute on resize will be executed after the window resize. Likewise, here I have added one event on one button. On click event I am adding two values, okay, and then I am printing those values in the console. And again here also, till the time we will not click this button, we will be not seeing this function add will be executing. So again there is some wait assigned to it, there is some delay assigned to it. So those type of function called asynchronous function, and for debugging that we need to put some breakpoint on those itself. We cannot go line by line to check that whether that function is getting executed correctly or not. So I'm gonna show you in our code in our Chrome. So here I have added two buttons and we have our chrome.js, the debugging in chrome.js file, which is the code which I was showing you earlier. So I'm gonna show you how we can debug these methods, wait and execute on resize and add, and these are asynchronous function, guys. So we're gonna debug those. Now if you don't remember anything about what is if you don't know about the debugging, how to debug in Chrome, basic debugging things, so please go watch my first video related to this debugging and then continue on this one. Okay, so guys, here like in our earlier video we just put the one breakpoint like here, and if you refresh it your control will come here, right? Now this line is still not executed, your breakpoint is stopped execution here, and now you can debug, say what is this function and all those things. Then if you press this button, which is step over next function called button F, or you press F10, you will go to the next line. As you can see, now I am on next line. Okay, so it is going line by line because there is no wait and anything associated with it. But if you put something here, okay, and let's say I will call this wait and execute function after clicking on this execute timeout. So let me first get rid of this thing, so press F8 and you will be get rid of that breakpoint execution. Okay, so that execution ended. Now if you click on execute timeout, this wait and execute method gonna execute. I have added one event on this button so that this function get execute after clicking on this button. So let me click it. So I came into this set timeout function. But now if you press F10 or your this button step over next function call, what will happen? You can see, right, it didn't go to the next line, which is console.log. So this is the problem, because this set timeout is actually a synchronous function and it will execute after 1 second, and it will, this next line will not executed yet. So you will not able to use this F10 or step over next function call to debug this line. So what you can do, you can just put one extra breakpoint here, and now what you have to do, you need to press F8 or this blue button, resume script execution button, or F8 in your computer. So when you do, what will happen? So this F8, what it's do, like I told you in our earlier video, it will go to the next breakpoint whenever it will be executing. So I put breakpoint here and I needed to check this console.log line. So what I can do, I will just press F8 or this button, and you can see now our control came here at this line. So now I can debug inside this set timeout function. So this is the one way you can debug your asynchronous function. So you need to go inside those and you need to put your breakpoint, and you just press F8 and one by one it will execute your, it will go to your breakpoints, and eventually whenever your set timeout will be running, this function is running, your breakpoint will be there and execution will stop there, and you can then further debug. Likewise, the same thing you can do with other asynchronous functions. So here I am adding one on resize of window. I am executing this one, this asynchronous function. So what I can do, I can put breakpoint here, and for getting exit of this breakpoint I need to just press F8 again or click on this button. Okay, so F8. Now because we still didn't doing anything, any resize thing or any click or anything, this resize function is not getting executed, right? So whenever we resize our window, because I have added this resize event on the window, and then I mentioned that if your window is getting resized, you need to run this execute on resize function, and I want to debug that function as well, that what is happening inside this execute on resize function. So now if we resize this window, let's say I resize, and you can see, right, as soon as I resized, my control came into that function. Now I can debug it. If there will be multiple line, I surely will be able to debug it, right? So this is the way you need to debug your code. Again, going outside of this, you can press F8. Now let's debug some error. Okay, so to do that we need to go here, and as you can see guys, I have added one this function click event of on this button. I added this function, and here I am adding two values. So and this add function is getting these two value 10 and 15. So let me first remove it so that we can have some error. Okay, and then we will debug that why error is coming. Okay, so I have saved it, and let's go here, refresh it, and if you guys go into the console and let's just click on this add value button, and you can see value of C is coming as NaN. Okay, so again go to your source, and so here this value of C was coming NaN. So first thing we need to do, first thing, if you get this error like in real life, so what you need to do, you have to just go in that line and just put debugger there only, so that you can see, okay, what is happening. Maybe there is the previous line is giving something or some issue or something like that. So you need to put breakpoint there and you will get to know. Okay, so click on add value. Okay, here you can also see I am putting this breakpoint inside this click handler function. Okay, so I am putting inside this one. So this is also asynchronous function, because when I am clicking on, then only it's executing this function. Okay, so this is also a asynchronous function, and here I have just put breakpoint. So now I am able to debug it, right? So now because we are inside this function, now we can press F10 or this button and it will go to the next line, and here you can see value of C is coming NaN. So we will be sure that okay, there is something happening in this add function. Okay, so there is some problem in add function. So what you need to do, you just put here one breakpoint inside add. Okay, and let me just go F8 again so that we can get outside of this, and then again click on this one. You came into this asynchronous function already, which is executing. After the click, you already came in this asynchronous function. We're gonna debug it. So we were seeing that there is some problem in the add. Now, like in our previous video, to go to this add function, you can click on this button, step into next function call button, or you can press F11, and now you are in add function. What you could have done also, if you click on the F8 also, because you put the breakpoint here, it would have come here also. So you could have used F11 if you didn't put any breakpoint, and if you put any breakpoint in that line, you can just use F8. Okay, so here now we will check what is the value of A, and we can see okay, A is undefined, B is undefined. What does it mean? So there is no value coming in A and B. So now we know that A and B, there is no value is coming. So we're gonna check here. Okay, we didn't passed anything. So we'll get to know that what is happening inside your asynchronous function, why this error was coming in your asynchronous function, and then you had put breakpoint, and you get to know okay, so you are not supplying any value, that's why this issue is coming. So you will go and add that value, and obviously it will now work. So get outside of this, just click on this one, F8, and again refresh. And now if you again click on button where C add, and just click F8 to go to the next line, sorry, F10 to go to the next line. Okay, because we put the breakpoint, it's gone there, and then you can see value of C is coming 25. F8 to get outside of everything, every breakpoint, and you go in console and check value of C is coming. So this is the way you can debug your asynchronous function in JavaScript, guys. So guys, if you like this video, please click on the like button, subscribe if you love it. Happy coding.